The Desert of Secrets. They call it a restricted zone, a barren stretch of Nevada desert, scorched by sun and silence, where nothing grows and no one belongs. Yet for decades, the world has whispered about what lies inside. Area 51. Two words that evoke the deepest modern myth, that somewhere behind those fences, humanity hides the proof we are not alone. But is it myth or truth carefully concealed? Tonight, we trace the real story, how a secret military test site became the beating heart of alien legend, how government silence fueled global suspicion, and why the mystery still endures in an age of satellites and transparency. The birth of a shadow. The year was 1955. The Cold War had frozen the planet into two rival camps. The United States raced the Soviet Union for supremacy, in the sky, in technology, in secrecy. Deep inside the Nevada test and training range, the CIA needed a remote place to test something extraordinary, the U-2 reconnaissance aircraft. It could fly higher than any jet, photograph enemy installations, and vanish before radar could react. They found their perfect location beside a dry lake bed called Groom Lake. The base did not officially exist. The workers were told not to speak. Flights landed only at night. And with that, Area 51 was born, not as an alien hangar, but as a Cold War necessity. Yet secrecy has consequences. From nearby towns, civilians saw lights darting across the desert sky, craft that moved faster, higher, stranger than anything known. To ordinary eyes, it looked otherworldly. And in that misunderstanding, the legend began. The sky fills with rumors. By the early 1960s, the U-2 program evolved into the A-12 Oxcart, a plane so advanced that it broke the boundaries of imagination. Its titanium skin shimmered in sunlight, reflecting strange colors. It moved at Mach 3, 3 times the speed of sound. No civilian had ever seen anything like it. Every test flight triggered reports. Glowing discs, metallic triangles, flying saucers. To keep the program secret, the Air Force encouraged UFO rumors, a convenient cover story for what was really happening. And so, ironically, the US government itself helped inflate the very myth it denied. The Roswell incident of 1947 had already seeded the alien narrative, a crashed saucer, recovered bodies, and a military cover-up. Though later debunked as a weather balloon, Roswell fused perfectly with Area 51's growing mystery. When the pieces connected, Roswell's crash, Nevada's lights, and official silence, the conspiracy became irresistible. The Lazar revelation. Then, in 1989, a man named Bob Lazar appeared on Las Vegas television. His claim, he had worked at a secret facility near Area 51 called S4, reverse engineering alien spacecraft. He described 9 flying discs, powered by element 115, producing gravity waves to bend space itself. Lazar's details were astonishing and impossible to verify. For believers, he was a whistleblower exposing the greatest secret in history. For skeptics, he was a brilliant storyteller who blurred science and fiction. Yet his story arrived at the perfect moment. The dawn of the internet age, when fringe ideas could spread worldwide overnight. Area 51 transformed from a Cold War base into the global symbol of hidden truth. Tourists drove into the desert just to photograph warning signs. Hollywood responded with blockbusters like Independence Day and Men in Black. Area 51 had entered the mythology of modern civilization. The government speaks, sort of. For nearly 60 years, the US government refused to admit that Area 51 even existed. Then, in 2013, the CIA quietly declassified documents confirming the base's purpose, testing aircraft such as the U-2 and SR-71 Blackbird. But the disclosure raised more questions than it answered. If the base was purely conventional, why so many decades of denial? Why did so many witnesses, engineers, radar operators, pilots, report phenomena beyond physics? Even presidents joked nervously about aliens. Bill Clinton admitted he tried to find the truth. Barack Obama laughed that Area 51 is a real place. Laughter, but never clarity. And so, even official acknowledgement failed to kill the myth, because people sense that beneath the surface of secrecy lies something more. Maybe not aliens, but the constant reminder that power hides what it cannot explain. The modern UAP mystery. Fast forward to the 2020s. The Pentagon releases videos of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, captured by Navy pilots. Objects accelerating without propulsion, moving in impossible ways. Suddenly, the alien question returns, not from conspiracy forums, but from Congress itself. Hearings, declassifications, whistleblowers, the pattern feels familiar. The names change, but the story repeats. Area 51 remains off-limits, but its legacy, the idea that something extraordinary hovers just beyond sight, continues to shape our imagination. Whether extraterrestrial or human, these craft defy explanation, and that defiance sustains the legend. The power of mystery. Maybe Area 51's greatest secret isn't what's inside its hangars, but what it reveals about us. Humans crave mystery. We fear what we don't know, yet we chase it endlessly. A hidden base in the desert becomes a mirror reflecting our need to believe, in aliens, in cover-ups, in something greater than ourselves. Perhaps that's why the fences still stand, not just to guard secrets, but to guard fascination. Every generation rediscovers Area 51 and asks the same question: what if? And in that endless asking, the myth stays alive. The desert keeps its secrets. Night falls over Groom Lake. The wind moves through the barbed wire, and the stars, silent witnesses, watch from above. Out there, beyond the lights, something hums. An aircraft, a test, or maybe something more. The truth of Area 51 remains locked away, but perhaps the real secret is that we need some mysteries to stay unsolved, because they remind us that wonder still exists. If you found this story fascinating, like, share, and subscribe to Timeless Questions channel, where we explore the civilizations, ideas, and mysteries that shaped humanity.